Dear friends, have you ever wondered how the beautiful world is doing things in a systematic way? All the things are going in a systematic way. Have you ever wondered how oxygen, the gas we are breathing in, is getting us abundantly? How oxygen is getting us? How oxygen is staying in the atmosphere forever? How the leaves from the trees are falling down? How the fruits from the trees are falling down? And it is sometimes seen that there can be certain high heights of water in the ocean. There can be tides in the ocean. High tide and low tide, you might have studied. Have you ever wondered the solar system, which is very systematically going on? Very systematically, the solar system is doing its work. Have you ever wondered all these things? How all these things are happening nicely? The falling of tree, the falling of leaves, the falling of fruits. And sometimes lot of other things are occurring in the universe in a very systematic. A stone is thrown upwards, it is coming down. Have you ever wondered all these things, how all these things are occurring? So, to study all these things, you may be knowing a very familiar word, gravitation. Gravitation. See, the gravitation causes all these things to happen in a nice, systematic manner. So, nobody is floating on the air. We are not all floating on the air. So all these things are due to the gravitation. And why this gravitation? This is a force. How this force of gravitation is occurring? And what is the amount of this force of gravitation? It is nothing but the force between two objects. Suppose there are two objects. Any two objects in the universe is getting attracted towards each other. This attraction of two things together is known as gravitation. Suppose F is the gravitational force. F is the gravitational force. Suppose we have two objects. First object is M1. Second object is M2. We have two objects taken. And in between these two objects, there is a force of attraction. This force of attraction is known as gravitation, force of gravitation. There can be any object. There can be any object. In between these two objects, there is a force of attraction. Farther the object, lesser will be the attraction. Closer the objects, stronger will be the attraction, the force. Suppose we have two objects, M1 and M2, and they are separated by a distance d. Then F gravitational, what will be the amount of gravitational force? The amount of gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of these two masses, M1 and M2. Directly proportional to the product of two masses. Directly proportional to 1 by d square. Square of distance between these two masses. So it will be written as F directly proportional to M1 M2 by d square. And to avoid this proportionality, we are using a constant, that is F equal to K into M1 M2 by d square. That K is known as G. Okay, so here, F equal to G M1 M2 by d square. This is the amount of force exerted in between these two objects. This g is known as universal gravitational constant. This is the amount of force between these two objects. So F is the amount of force, K is a constant, it is G, it is universal gravitational constant, M1 is the mass of the first object, M2 is the mass of the second object, D is the distance between them. First mass, the heavier mass is known as source mass, the lesser mass is known as test mass. So this is the amount of force, this is the amount of force between these two, amount of gravitational force between these two objects. See, this gravity is causing lot of things to occur in an orderly manner. The solar system, the leaves are falling, the fruits are falling down, and also the light. Suppose we are flashing light on the sky. So what is happening? See, if it is flashing on the atmosphere, then at a particular distance, particular length, it is seen that it is spreading. That means even light is getting attracted towards Earth. So lot of features are there for gravity. Greater the force, greater the distance, lesser will be the force of attraction. Smaller the distance, greater will be the force of attraction. This is all due to the wonderful phenomena known as gravitation. Hope you understood it. Thank you.